Hi crafters, Karen here from Karen's Crafting Company, and in today's video I'm going to share with you my second round of the cards I made for Kendra's Card Challenge number 7. I'm sure you have seen other card makers share their cards on YouTube or even on Instagram, but if you're not familiar with the challenge, let me tell you a little bit about it. This challenge is a quarterly challenge that involves winning prizes. You can enter to win by joining Kendra's Card Challenges group on Facebook. There are a total of 15 sketches, and all you need are 6 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper and coordinating cardstock. The sketches are provided, as I'm showing you here, and you can access all the information in the link I shared in my description box below. Now, for my first round of this challenge, I used my Falling Leaves 6x6 paper pad by DCWV. And if you missed that video, you can click on the link found in my description box as well. And here I am just sharing with you the instructions on what to do with the challenge. And again, you will find all this information in the link that I put in the description box below. And these are the sketches that you will need to follow the challenge. Now, back to my round 2 of challenge number 7. So I chose the 6x6 paper pad called My Favorite Summer from the Echo Park Club kit that I'm subscribed to. I was able to use up the whole pad, however, I did make other cards using the pad and the rest of the kit. So stay tuned for a project share video on that coming soon. As I show you my cards, you'll see that I did not use any stamps. I used my ephemera that came with the kit along with some of the enamel dots. So here's the first sketch, and again I did follow it pretty much exactly, and again instead of the stamp I used that ephemera piece titled It's Summertime. For card number 2, instead of using the circle, again, I brought in one of my ephemera pieces and I put that in place. And I was opening up the card because for the majority of the cards, you'll see that I had some scraps left over from the pad, and I went ahead and put those to the inside of the card. Now this banner here, that's actually supposed to be from an extra piece of scrap that you use when you cut up the papers for these sketches. But I had that fishtail banner as a part of my ephemera, and I just replaced it with the scrap instead. And then I added the Summertime Memories ephemera piece to the front. And that was sketch number 3. Moving on to number 4. I pretty much did follow this closely. The only difference is I did not mat that horizontal strip here. I just left it without any additions. And then instead of the circle, again, I added more of that ephemera piece. And then here's some of those scraps that I'm trying to use up. For sketch number 5, I did change this slightly because of the smaller size strips. I left that oval piece out because it would cover a good portion of that middle strip there, and I really wanted that to be seen. And then for my sentiment, I just brought in another one of my ephemera pieces, and I added some enamel dots there on the bottom. And then more scraps to the inside. making either strips or fishtail banners. For sketch number 6, I did the fishtail banner, and you can see that light blue paper. I did use my small dots embossing folder for that. And then I just added a sentiment to the middle portion of that card. For sketch number 7, I brought in more enamel dots, and then I just changed that star embellishment to replace with that oval shape there. And then again, adding more scraps to the inside. Sketch number 8, again, just taking out that small embellishment there and then adding a ephemera piece to that rectangle. And I added some enamel dots in the corner. And some more scraps. This is a great way to utilize your scraps by putting those smaller pieces on the inside of the card. For sketch number 9, I pretty much followed this exactly with the enamel dots, and I had that small little strawberry ephemera piece that I added to the front. Sorry for the blurriness. I'm not sure why that isn't zooming in. Oh, there we go. And for sketch number 10, this is one of my favorites. I had that nice big piece of ephemera that I just added right there on the front. There's that embossing piece, that light blue. I did stick with the same embossing folder on any of the cardstock that I did emboss. And then more strips to the inside. For sketch number 11, this square here is actually, it's a frame that had a sentiment piece to the inside, and I took that inside piece out because I thought that this frame would make the perfect square that you see on the template. And then I just added a sentiment and adding more scraps. Moving on to sketch number 12. Now the only thing I did different here was for that middle strip, I had that extra banner from my ephemera piece, and I just added it to that navy blue strip to cover it up. Added some enamel dots to the top, and then that circle ephemera piece was perfect for this sketch. And then more scraps to the inside. And moving on to sketch number 13. This is another one of my favorites. I really like that sentiment. And then I added some enamel dots to dress it up a little bit. And more scraps to the inside. Sketch number 14. Pretty much the same. Hard to see that tiny strip there in the middle. It is a navy blue piece, and it does have what looks like stars in the background. I know it's really hard to see. In person, you can see it for sure. And then I used another ephemera piece for my sentiment and adding those pretty enamel dots. And again, more scraps. And then last but certainly not least, for sketch number 15, this was another favorite of mine. This open space allows you to build your scene. And I had that perfect large sentiment that fit perfectly there. And when you look at the navy blue cardstock, what I did is I used my small dots embossing folder, but this time I used the debossed side. So the circles are now pushed in versus popped out. I liked that look. Especially with those two strips on the side. And then I added a little bit more to the inside. And there you have it, my take on the Kendra's Card Challenge number 7, round 2. I hope this video has inspired you to get into your 6x6 paper pads and give the challenge a try. Now, even if you don't want to enter the challenge, that's fine too. These sketches are to help inspire you to use up your 6x6 papers. And if you don't have 6x6 paper pads, you can always use your 12x12 papers and cut it down to make 6x6 size pages. I really had a lot of fun making these sketches, and I will be doing a third round in the month of September. Since this is quarterly, I'm trying to participate in the challenge for each month. And so this was for July, August, and September, so it does end September 30th. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that bell for notifications. Until my next video, everybody, I hope your day is a crafty day. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.